Hey, what's going on? I'm the College Jew. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy No Class Change Run. Well, in the last episode we got through probably the first half of the Sky Castle. Gonna go through the second half in this episode, and well, I'm just gonna let the video do the talking. I'm not gonna really narrate so much because this is a video response to GameMentor's video about only the strong surviving. Apparently, apparently I said something on one of his videos that caused him some concern, and I just want to, make sure I'm understood here. I didn't. Let's see. This is hard to come up with without a script to go by, because I usually script these things. I didn't mean to be so harsh, but I felt like I kind of needed to get a point across because I used to live with a guy who could not take care of himself in the very least. I mean, we're talking about a guy who he did not know how to boil water. That's how bad he was. He's 8 months older than I am. Alright, the only foods he ate were either stuff that was pre-cooked, or like junk food, or like bread, or like, that kind of thing. Which, that's fine. I'm not judging him for that. But, despite everything I taught him how to take care of business. I mean, this is a guy, I tried to teach him how to cook. And I don't really cook many things myself, but I can at least make, I can make myself some pasta. I can cook a burger if I have to. I can, I don't need to rely on, I'm not limited when it comes to making choices in my life. And that's the point that was the point I was getting at, is that there are some people who just choose to keep being spoiled, and honestly, I believe that has to end. Yeah. I am calling out those kinds of people, because Tony Robbins says it better than I do, and I'm gonna put a link to one of his better presentations in the video description. But he says that there are some people who have everything. You give them they wanted a cheap computer, you give them the best computer. You give them health, wealth, education, and entertainment and everything that they believe that they need, and they wind up doing drugs or having another addiction. For this guy, it was being on Xbox Live for as much as 12 hours a day. Alright. And what I really meant to say was, those kind of people really, those kind of people, I'm sorry, if you refuse to learn how to take care of yourself, how to take care of business, and how to not rely on others all the time. And if you can't even if you can't even be teachable in that aspect, then yeah, you don't deserve to have a healthy, a good, prosperous life. It sounds harsh, but I don't care. I mean, we're talking about a guy who couldn't even sign a lease on a new apartment. He did not even know how to do that. And as for the whole no TV for a week, try 3 weeks. Try not having a home for 3 weeks. I used to be homeless. I was homeless right after my dad died. And the people at my apartment then, they forced me to buy, and I didn't feel like buying at the time. And so I called up my mom and I said, "Hey Mom, can you be here in 3 weeks?" And she said, "Yeah," and I lived out of my car. It was on and off in my car for 3 weeks. So I know what it feels like to not have anything. I know what it feels like to not be on the internet all day. And to go on YouTube, because YouTube is like my replacement for TV now. Like, the only thing I watch on TV is wrestling, and maybe some bowling on ESPN if it ever comes on. But that's about the only thing I watch on TV. I don't even own a DVR. The only reason why I have cable is because my apartment, it's included in my apartment, in my rent, in my apartment, which is another thing this kid, the kid that I'm talking about, that's another thing this kid couldn't pay. He didn't know how to pay rent. He didn't know how to go up to the landlord and say, hey man, we're going to be a little bit late. He didn't know how to buy a money order. He didn't even know how to fill out a check properly. And we're talking about a guy who, what is he, 28 now? Yeah, he's 28. He's 28, he can't cook, he doesn't know how to take care of business, he doesn't know how to open new accounts on, you know, credit cards or any service like that. And I'm sorry, that those are the people who, and despite me trying to lead him into doing that, as well as, you know, literally holding his hand, not literally holding his hand, but, you know, figuratively holding his hand through living with me, saying, okay, here, I'm going to take care of this business, I just want you to sit back and watch. And then he couldn't do it himself when, you know, I was busy, because I go to school and, you know, I'm a student athlete also, so despite all of my efforts, he refused to change, and I'm supposed to feel sympathy for this guy? No. That goes for anybody who just takes. It's not right. And I've done my time, so now I definitely have the right to say these kinds of things. But anyway, that's my little video response. Sorry I didn't do much explaining in the episode, but you know, I'll explain all my changes in the next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy No Class Change Run. And now you get to see me do some healing. Yeah, I'm gonna stop it here because this floor is really, really tricky and yuck and really confusing. But anyway, see you guys later. Peace.